So, as I told you that my name is Uday, and I have 13 years of experience in software testing, and I have worked in different companies. So some of the companies which I have worked and some of the domains in which I have worked is I worked in companies like companies in which I have tested the educational software, and I've also worked in some payments transaction companies. Okay, so I have in total 13 years of experience in software testing. Okay, you hope you guys had yesterday one demo session. Am I right? Pushpendra,
Hi, hi,
Sridivya, Swarnalata. Yeah, hi.
hi, Pushpin here. So
Yeah,
yesterday there was another instructor by name of Madhu Babu. So am I attending the same class or I'm
no,
not
Madhu
sure.
Babu. Yeah, Madhu Babu, due to I think some urgency in his work, so he won't be taking this training. So I'll be taking this training.
So you have taken over from him, is it? And
Yes,
you will
that's
be
a
doing complete training, not in
complete
between
training.
you will break. Okay,
No, I'll be taking the complete training. Okay. This course is
okay,
completely manual testing related, so I'll be taking the course. So I won't be breaking. Okay.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So any questions on yesterday's demo? So regarding the product-based and service-based companies, project and product and product-based companies and project-based companies. Anybody in the class? Any questions regarding Madhu's yesterday's demo session?
No, I'm clear on that one.
You're clear on that one, yeah?
Yeah,
And hope I'm audible to everybody. No problems, right?
yeah, you're loud and clear.
Yeah, perfect. So, okay, so based on yesterday's demo, today I'll move on to the further sessions, okay, which is software development life cycle, and also I'll also explain the other software testing modules as well, okay? So remember the term modules and remember the term software development life cycle. So what is software development life cycle? So I'm going to explain you in this session, and I hope this session should be a bit of interactive. Okay, so what is software development life cycle? And after the class is finished, I will forward the slides to the support team so that you can get the slides as well. Okay, SDLC. So just wanted to know, like, Pushpendra, what are you currently doing? And Pushpendra, are you if you're able to hear me?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm working in IT from last 20 years, and
Okay.
I'm precisely on the database administration side.
Okay.
So, and I'm now venturing myself into DevOps.
Okay.
So I will be interested more on the unit testing, integration testing. If you can share something on JUnit, like
Mm-hmm.
how to configure and all this. So I think so that is part of our curriculum.
Okay.
Selenium and other automation as well. I'm not sure on that one. That's the reason this is my question to you.
Okay. Yeah. So, Pushpendra, when you talk about unit testing and JMeter, okay, yours is a good question. Okay, I'll explain you. So, in this course, I will be explaining you, or I'll be teaching you about manual testing. Okay,
Mhm,
and I will also show you some websites how manual testing is performed. Okay,
mhm,
and there is also one model called agile model
mhm.
in most of the companies, okay, nowadays, 90% of the companies are using agile methodology to develop their softwares, okay? I'll explain you about agile methodology, okay? The question you asked, okay, I will show you with an example so that you'll get clarity on what is manual testing, okay? And before moving to the questions which you have asked, I wanted to know from other people like Swarnalata, can you let me know what is your current status, what you're doing?
Actually, sir, I have done my master's in my financial analysis, but I'm a housewife,
Okay.
so I want to do job. That's the reason I'm learning
Okay.
financial.
Okay. Okay, which is a good start. Starting from manual testing, you can select your career path going further. Okay. Anil Kumar, so what is your current status? I think I need to allow Anil Kumar to talk. Yeah. Anil Kumar, can you hear me?
Yes, hello, good morning. Actually, I'm completely from non-IT background. So I wanted to start my career into IT.
Okay.
So I thought I'll start with this manual testing first.
Okay, good, good. So yeah, so good. As you explained me about your current situation, yeah, starting your career from manual testing. So getting into IT, going through the manual testing first is really helpful. Okay, so Pushpendra asked me, so what are the topics I will cover? Okay, so I'll give you some clarity about what is manual testing. Okay, and what are the other career paths in manual testing. Okay, so are you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So IS2QB is International Standards for Testing Qualification Board. Okay. International Software Testing Qualifications Board. Okay. So in order to get into manual testing, okay, once when you learn my course, okay, after that, if you spend some time in getting certified, okay, that would really help you out in your careers. Okay. So this is a qualifications board. Okay. International Software Testing Qualifications Board. Okay. If I just explore this website, okay, so on this, go on to the option which is called certifications. Okay.
Yeah.
Or let me try, there is one nice table or which explains about, let me find that once, please. Yeah, okay, this is the one I was looking for. Okay, so as Pushpendra and Anil and Swarnalata, you have explained your situation, your current status. Yeah, so when you learn manual testing, okay, and after that, when you focus on foundation level, okay, if I can click on foundation level, so this is the foundation level testing, okay, certification which you can do, which is also called as CTFL. Okay, so if you see on the right hand side, you got download materials. Okay, if you download this ISTQB syllabus copy, you will know all the terminologies which are used in software testing. Okay, this is like basic and foundation level. Okay, then you got sample examination questions and also sample questions and answers. Okay, how the examination structure is. Okay, so on and so forth. Okay, if there are any new releases to this copy, everything you can download from here, which is a PDF file you can download. Okay, if you go through this stuff, you will understand. Okay, and if you see the contents of this, you can see the contents. Mostly I will cover all these topics which are there. Okay, so you got number of questions 40 and passing is 26. Okay, so I will go through mostly all of these, okay? And after that, that is up to you. That's your wish if you want to do this ISTQB certification. But in the market, if you do ISTQB certification, the foundation certification, it is helpful to your career, okay? So the question which was asked by Pushpendra, okay? First question was unit testing, okay? In manual testing, as a manual tester, okay, unit testing is not done by a tester, okay? Unit testing is not done by a tester. Unit test requires coding knowledge, okay? Unit testing mostly the unit testing is done by the developer, okay? So coding knowledge in internal structure, internal code structure, okay? Someone who has the knowledge of code, internal coding structure. So those kind of people can perform unit testing, okay? For example, if a software tester has a coding knowledge, it is completely different thing altogether. But as a developer, the person who is developing a software, okay, as a developer, a person who is developing the software, he will be testing the software. And Pushpendra asked me question saying that that comes under unit testing, okay, and which is performed by a developer, okay. And another thing, okay, so this is the career path you can select, okay, this is a career path. Foundation level, okay, this is the foundation level. Later on, moving on to the next levels in software testing, you can select your path. You can select the technical test analyst, okay. If I click on this, you can explore the syllabus, okay. You can understand what are the stuff, okay, what are the, okay, so what are the lessons, okay, what are the chapters which you can learn in certified tester advanced level technical test analyst, okay. Those are all available here, okay. Moving back here, so next is you can write the examination for test analyst, and after some years when you get experience, okay, you can write test manager certification, so on and so forth, okay. This is one career path. The another career path is agile tester, okay, and later on moving to the next levels, which is agile test leadership at scale, and the next level is test agile technical tester, okay. And then if we towards the right hand side, you got all these options, okay. So for example, let's say security tester, okay. Once when you finish your foundation level, when you want to perform security testing, this is again a niche, okay, which is like a completely a new spectrum, okay. It's a completely a niche subject where a person can become a security tester, okay. If I click on security tester, you got the syllabus here, and you got various chapters which covers about security testing, okay. So when there are some advertisements, okay, so when there are some job advertisements, in job advertisements they will ask, you know, that there might be a requirement saying that we need a manual tester, okay. Manual tester with the certification, with the foundation certificate, you can apply for manual certification, sorry, manual testing roles, okay. So all you need for that is certified tester, foundation level certified tester. And then, for example, in the market, you might have, there might be a requirement saying that we want a performance tester. So when we say performance tester, it is again a different subject altogether, okay. To perform performance testing on some applications, there are some tools in the market, okay, which is JMeter, okay, Load Runner, and some web-based performance testing tools, okay. So this is again a completely new domain for testers, okay. When you finish your foundation level, that's up to you, you can select Okay. Again, you got test automation engineers. Okay. Test automation engineers require the coding knowledge. The reason I'm saying require coding knowledge is if you want to automate, okay, if you want to automate certain paths on web applications, you need coding knowledge. Okay. So some companies, if they are using Microsoft products, okay, and you're working or you're testing the Microsoft products, their technology stack is .NET. They might be using .NET framework. So in order to automate those kind of products, you require C# programming language. Okay. So this is an example which I'm trying to give. Okay. So other examples are, for example, we got security tester, we got performance tester, and we got model-based tester. And if you want to become a mobile application tester, this is again a different domain altogether. Okay. So once when you get your foundation certificate, you can add all these to your CVs when you finish these kind of learning, these kind of security testing, performance testing, okay, and automation test engineers, and so on and so forth. Okay. So currently in the market, it is very hot that test automation engineers are required. Okay. So most of the companies are asking for test automation engineers. So in order to learn, this is a good start. So foundation level certificate is a good start for you guys to understand your career path. Okay. Any questions on this, please?
Yes, I'll push here. So my question to you is, can you click on the certified tester, the foundation level, please?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Can you scroll down, please?
Scroll down.
So yeah, so these are the lessons, or these are the chapters which will be covered in this examination. So my question to you is, where I can get all the details? Is there any Bible book which comes like for just I'm giving an example. For PMP there is a PMI book. So like this, is there any book which refers to this one?
So there is, I would say that if you see, I'll try and see if I can download this. Yeah, I can download this. Yeah. So this itself is a 74-page, okay, 74-page document. Yeah. And mostly if you follow this, okay, so mostly if you follow this, it will explain you right from the scratch, okay, fundamentals of testing, which is 180 minutes. Let me expand this, okay. So which is 180 minutes, which is 3 hours, okay. So if you can learn and understand this, I'll try and see if I can go to page number 16. Okay. Okay, I'll just scroll down to page number 16. Page number 60. Let me see. Yeah. So if you can see, this is page number 16. So this explains you mostly what is testing, you know. So this is kind of a very important document, yeah. And as you said, when I was probably started my career, I think I don't remember on top of my head, there are some testing books, very nice books, okay, which is written by Nageshwar Rao or somebody. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I'll try and find out. There is one book, Software Testing Concepts, Nageshwar Rao.
I see.
It might be a good one. I will try and find out, and I'll try to give you the link in tomorrow's session. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Second
There are,
question will be
Yeah.
second question will be how much it costs to appear for this exam?
That's a good question. Okay. I think it is around 8,000 rupees. 8,000 rupees.
Oh, okay.
8,000 rupees or something. 8,000. Yeah, 8,000 rupees. But try and investigate. Do some research on this website, and you
Sure.
should know the yeah course fees. Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Sorry, the certification fees. Okay. Yeah. Further moving on. Any other questions, please? Anybody? Any
I'm not
questions?
added. I'm not added in a manual testing group in
Oh,
WhatsApp
okay.
group.
Okay.
So can you please add me because I'm not
Yeah.
getting any notifications.
Okay. I will tell the support people. Can you ping the support people? Do
Okay.
you got contact of support people?
Yeah. Yesterday
Yeah.
they called me. Okay.
Yeah. So what you do is ask them, so they will add you in the group as well. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, there's a few questions to you again.
Go on,
Sorry.
go on.
Because yesterday I tried to contact the admin stuff, but nobody is responding to my request. Maybe if you can get a chance, if you happen to meet them or by any
Yeah.
phone call, just remind them to ping me, Pushpendra. This is first question. Second question: How many batches you have conducted for manual testing? Is it your first batch or previously
The-
also you did?
No, I have previously I've also taken many batches. Okay.
Mhm.
So for example, if this is the batch 187, so what it means is 187. So the
Yeah.
batch has started from, let's say, 1. Okay. I'm taking manual testing 1.
Uh-huh.
So there are other trainers who are taking Python, which is batch number 2.
Uh-huh.
Okay. This is something their structure. Okay.
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 Okay. So previously also you have conducted this kind of
Yes.
training for
Yes.
manual testing. Okay.
Exactly. I usually take weekend sessions. Okay. So due to some reasons, Madhu is not available. So I started taking this. I always take weekend sessions.
Mhm. So in weekdays you are busy, is it? You go to
Yeah,
office or?
exactly. In weekdays, I have my own work, so I go to office. So that's the reason I was not taking the sessions. But
Mhm.
since they have requested me to cover these sessions, I'm actually stretching myself to cover these sessions.
So why I asked this one, because I attended some more trainings also, but what happens is the instructor gets a phone call from the office or he's busy, then he will not take the class, and this class goes on extending, and it never goes, the timelines is already missed out. So that was the reason I asked you all this.
Yeah,
So,
no,
yeah.
no, this won't happen, Pushpendra. Yeah.
Okay.
So Madhu's was an exceptional case, so this
I
won't
see.
happen. Yeah. But any queries? Yeah, there is this platform is always open. So okay, and this is a 4 weeks course. It will be completed in 4 weeks, and I will, as I teach you all these concepts and all, I'll show you the websites. For example, there are in the Google there are some demo websites where you can play around with it. Okay, and you can understand all the concepts. Okay.
How about hands-on? Will there be any hands-on where I can do something? Do means what exactly QA
Yeah.
used to do?
Okay, so hands-on in the sense there are some demo websites. Okay, so as I teach the concepts, yeah. So as I teach the concepts, as the class is finished, if you have some time, you can play around with those websites. Okay.
Okay.
So there are some demo websites. So I'll give you the URL or the website link where you can register yourself, and okay, so you can understand all the terminology, the concepts and all, and you can play around. So that is an hands-on experience you'll get. Okay.
Okay.
Simple thing, like imagine, so the first thing if you join as a manual tester, so mostly they will say that if you can test a web-based application. So I'll show you how to test a web-based application from scratch. Okay. So as this course finishes, you will understand what is test plan document and what
I
are
see.
the deliverables. Okay, so
Mhm.
once when the testing is finished, what are the documents which you need to deliver to the
Mhm.
team, okay, or to the
Mhm.
organization. So for example, you are testing an application for an organization, they might require some document proof like test plan
True.
documents, test scenario documents, and test cases documents, and so on and so forth. Yeah,
Mhm.
go on, Pushpendra.
Okay. So what was my question? Like I was more interested like how to configure JMeter and just to put a dummy application
Mm.
and we try to do the testing with that. So is there a possibility where you can show this one as well? Like
No,
configuring JMeter, install, configure the JMeter,
JMeter,
JUnit,
no.
Selenium,
No, the reason is, Pushpendra, this is completely related to manual testing.
manual
Okay,
testing.
manual testing. So as I explained you,
Mhm.
where is the about us? Let's see the certifications. Yeah, certifications. So as I told you, this is a foundation level which I'm teaching you. Okay, which is completely
Understood.
manual tester. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So the later stages, or like as I told you, this is completely a niche or a different domain in testing, which is
Mhm.
performance testing and security testing and automation
Yeah.
testing. So in this course, I'll be teaching the foundation, which is manual testing.
Foundation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Just in case if I have some doubts regarding this JMeter and all, so will you be in position to clear it up
Uh, yeah. I mean,
on
I have
best efforts?
yeah, best efforts. I'll try my best because this is completely related to manual testing. Yeah. So it might go off track. That is the only
Okay.
problem we have, Pushpendra. Okay,
Okay.
because I'm just stressing on this is performance testing is a completely different domain altogether. Because again, performance testing is a vast area. Okay, in
Understood.
performance
Understood.
testing, for example, I'll give you. In performance testing, we have load testing. Okay,
Yeah.
stress testing,
Yeah.
volume testing. So these are all the other testing types in performance testing. Okay,
Mhm.
so this is all altogether a separate course.
Okay.
Okay, so when you are strong with your foundations, later on you can probably join in a performance testing course or something like that to get knowledge into it.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. I'm clear. Thanks.
yeah. Any questions, anybody? Anil and Swarnalata, so that we can move on to the next thing. No
Uh,
questions,
uh,
yeah?
Sorry. So
Yeah, yeah.
you are also added in this in means how to interact with you because I don't know is will you be part of that WhatsApp group so that
Yes, yes,
if we have any question, we can
yeah,
raise our question over there or it will
yes.
be okay.
No, no, I'll be part of the that WhatsApp group.
Uh-huh.
So I'll be
And
part
I
of that group. Yeah.
and I saw they created a community thing where we cannot post anything, only community admin can post. So how we will be interacting with you?
Okay. So in order to interact, the main thing is, so in order to interact, so this is a session where this is an open platform where you can interact. Okay. As you interact, we got um other team members like Anil and
Yeah,
Swarnalata will also get some knowledge. Okay.
yeah.
And if you have any doubts, the first thing when we start the session tomorrow, you
Mhm.
ask your questions first, and then we will move on to the subject.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So nothing like on WhatsApp I can raise a question because sometimes we forget that one
Mm.
towards the class. And
Okay. No
if we
worries.
are
I'll,
going through,
yeah.
okay,
Uh,
maybe you can
I,
share your WhatsApp number. Maybe we can. I won't
yeah.
disturb you. We
Yeah.
won't disturb you. But based on your best effort, whenever you find a
Yeah.
time, maybe you can
Exactly.
answer
No,
my.
I will see if I can speak to the support team. So I'll
Yeah.
also understand how this works. So
Mhm.
based on that, I can do the best. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. So we'll move on to the session today. Yeah. So are you able to see my screen? Yes. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So what is software development life cycle? Okay, in simple terms, software development life cycle is a process. Okay, any software company across the globe, they have to follow the software development life cycle. Okay, so for planning, creating, testing, and deploying a software. Okay, so again, for example, there is a product which is Microsoft Word. Okay, so which is, if you consider that as a software, okay, so or a product, okay, Microsoft Word is a software which is developed by whom? Which is developed by Microsoft guys, okay, Microsoft people. Okay, so software, Microsoft Word has many functionalities. Okay, many functionalities. So Microsoft Word has, you can change the text. Okay, you can change the size of the text. Okay, you can do lot of functions using that particular software. Okay, which is Word. Okay, and another software is, for example, let's take web applications. Okay, let's take this Amazon in. Okay, this is a web application. Okay, so in order to develop this, they follow the software development life cycle. Okay, so we call this as a web application. Okay, and Microsoft Word is a product, and that is also a software. Okay, in your first session, Madhu has explained you about the various kinds of software. So this is an application software or a business software, and we got other softwares which is called operating system software, which is OS software. So what is OS software? OS software is operating system software which is used to operate. Okay, it has different functionalities altogether. Okay, and mostly I'll explain you about web-based applications in this session. Okay, this is one of the example. Okay, Amazon.in, Flipkart. Okay, so these are all web-based applications. Okay, when I say web-based applications, for example, we got a browser which is Chrome browser. Again, Chrome browser itself is a software. Okay, so what you do when you buy a new laptop, you download the browser software onto your laptop. Okay, it might be Chrome, it might be Firefox, it might be Microsoft Edge. Okay, if you have a Mac laptop, you might download Safari. Okay, so different softwares perform different tasks. Okay, so in this session, I'll explain you about web-based applications. Okay, web-based applications. So this is Flipkart, Amazon.in. These are all web-based applications. Okay, are you clear as of now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so in order to develop, okay, software development life cycle is important because it helps, and ensures that the right people are involved in right activities. Okay, there are in software development life cycle, there are various phases. Okay, remember this term, phases. Okay, in software development life cycle, we have various phases. I'll explain you about the phases. Okay, so there are various phases in software development life cycle. Okay, so what are the advantages? What are the advantages or benefits of a software development life cycle? So software development life cycle, so in software development life cycle, understanding requirements and the goal of the software is very important. Okay, so if you follow the software development life cycle, so understanding of requirements and goal of the software, you can know the goal of the software. Similarly, we can identify the risks at early stage. When I say identify risks at early stage, in software development life cycle, as we we are testers. Identifying the bugs or defects at early stage is low cost. But in production, when I say in production, I'll show you an example. In production, so this is live in production environment. Okay, so for example, if you find a defect in production environment, it is high cost to fix the bugs. Okay, always remember that software development life cycle enables to find the risks at early stage. Okay, software development life cycle helps to deliver prototypes. Okay, building prototypes or writing functional specifications. Okay, so as we go through the sessions, you'll understand more and more. Okay, and if a company follows this software development life cycle, the progress, it can measure the progress in terms of goals and every other things to keep in track. Okay, any other questions in software development life cycle? No questions. I will move on to the next slide. Okay, so the phases, okay, mainly the phases of software development life cycle. The phases of software development life cycle are: the first one is requirement gathering and analysis. Okay, requirement gathering and analysis. I'll give you one example. Okay, if there is a big organization, okay, let's say there is a big organization or a company, and is building a software or a web application. Okay, they want to build an application, web application. Okay, let's say this is the web application. Okay, the first thing, the organization will gather requirements. Okay, the organization will try to gather requirements. Okay, requirements in the sense what they want on the web application. Okay, so they might want, for example, they might want on the home page, they might want promotions. Home page, let's say home page, they want promotions on the page. Promotions. And similarly, we see we got promotions or advertisements here. Okay, and we got the other options like menu options, which is grocery, mobiles. Okay, and then we got products being displayed. If you scroll down, products being displayed, which are related to electronic products. If you see food products, if you see hand pick, okay, so on and so forth. Okay, so on this home page, this is called as the footer, and this is called the header. Just a moment, I'll put my charging for the laptop. Okay, further going down, I'll explain you about the terminologies which are used on the web applications. Okay, the terminologies, which is like header, these are all headers. Okay, so if you see the blue Flipkart, login, become a seller, more, this is all headers. Okay, and this is footer. Okay, footer. So I'll explain you these kind of terminologies, okay, on web applications. Okay, promotions, products, so on and so forth. Okay, so in software development lifecycle, the first phase is requirements gathering. Okay, someone from the organization, okay, that someone is a business analyst. Okay, the business analyst role is to gather requirements. Okay, gather requirements from the organization. He will gather the requirements. Okay, and he will write a document which is called requirements specifications document. So in requirement specification document, we have all the requirements which are there to develop the application. Okay, so business analyst is responsible for that. Moving on to next one. Okay, so moving on to the next one, next phase. Moving on to next phase is design phase. Okay, one is requirements gathering and analysis, and the next one is design phase. So what really happens in the design phase? Okay, I'll give you one small example. In design phase, mostly we understand the data flow. Okay, so for example, we understand in design phase, we draw the architectural diagrams. Okay, data flow. Customer. Okay, and this is the checkout page. Okay, so data traveling from customer. Okay, this is the, for example, the customer from the login page or the registration page, he registers himself. So how the data flow is, so he registers himself, so he buys the product. Okay, and then the later on when he selects the product, then it goes to the checkout page. So architectural diagrams, so all these things are developed in the design phase. Okay, moving on to the next one. Okay, moving on to the next one is implementation or coding. Okay, so before moving to the design, before moving to the implementation, so we have in the organizations, we have the architects. Okay, technical architects who are responsible for the design documents, architectural design documents. Okay, those are the people who explain in those documents. So what is the hardware, what plugins we need to install. So all these kinds of things are explained by the technical architect. Okay, so any questions as of now in requirements phase and design phase?
No.
Okay,
No questions.
I'll move on to the next phase. Implementation and coding. Okay, so as the web application, okay, based on the requirements, okay, based on the requirements document and based on the design document and other software specifications document, the development team or the developer or the coder, okay, the development team is responsible to do the coding, okay, or implement the code for the application. Okay, so developers are responsible here to write the code. Okay, a simple example, I'll give you one example. Okay, so for example, this is the web application. Okay, there are front-end designers. Okay, front-end designers who will design the layout. So layout for this. There is also another term which is called wireframes. Okay, so using wireframes and other tools, the UX designers or user experience designers, they design the layout. Okay, so the design document is ready. Okay, the requirements document is ready. Okay, and also the software specifications document is ready. So based on these documents, the developers will develop this web application, which might be a Flipkart or Amazon. Okay, so what really happens? What really happens is, so for example, the designer has designed everything, but if you click on the login button, okay, the logic or the code to display the other options, which is menu options, this is all a functionality. Okay, so for example, if you see my cursor, I have hovered on login. If you see, I have hovered on login. So you can see that there are other options which are given to the user. So this logic or this kind of code is implemented by developer. Okay, there might be a button here, but if you need to click on the button so that you can see this pop-up window coming up. Okay, this pop-up window coming up where if you enter the number, okay, if you put some random numbers, okay, if you put some random numbers, so it says, please enter a valid email ID or mobile number. So this logic has to be developed by the developers. So they put some code behind it. This is called validation. I can't put some random numbers, or I can't put some hundreds of numbers and say, I need the request the OTP. Okay. So I need validation here to put the correct numbers. So for example, the mobile number is 10 digits. So I need to put 10 digits here. So this kind of logic or validation is put by the developer. So they use some code to put behind the screens. And also, if I put the valid number, if you click on request OTP, so there is a OTP sent to your mobile phones. So again, this logic behind the screen is written by the developer. So that is what coding is. Okay, I've given you one small example. Okay, one small example, what really happens behind the screen and who is responsible. Okay, the UX designer is not responsible. When I click on request OTP, he is not responsible to actually write something so that you get an OTP to your mobile phone. It is the developer's responsibility to add this functionality onto this pop-up window. Okay, so again, if I click on create account, so this page displays the mobile number. Okay, again, it is asking me existing user. These are all the functionalities. Okay, these are all the functionalities on this pop-up window. Okay, and in order to develop this logic and code, the developer is responsible, and this is done in implementation coding phase. Okay, any questions on this?
No,
So
sir.
basically this, sorry.
Yeah, go on. Pushpendra, go on.
Okay, thanks. So basically for the wireframes and all, this will be designed by the UX designer, is it?
Yes, that's right.
So they use any particular software, any example of software which they can use?
Yes, in the market, there are many tools, Pushpendra. I'll try and see if I can see wireframe. So guys, in the class, wireframes are nothing but designs, okay? Wireframe for e-commerce website, okay? Let's say tools. There are some tools. This is not used by a tester. This is not used by a tester. In fact, this is used by the UX designers, okay? They design the website. Yeah, I think this one, Figma. Figma is one, and there might be other tools. Okay, there might be other tools. So I think Figma is an open source. You can download and play with it, but it is like mostly responsible by the like the UX designers are responsible for this. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, Google it and see. You might find many tools. Okay. Yeah. So any questions on implementation or coding phase? If not, I will move on to the next one. Okay. So testing phase. Okay. This is where the testers come in picture. Okay. Testing phase. And this is very important for the testers. Okay. So testing phase. What really happens? Okay. Who are responsible for testing? Okay. Always remember this, please. Testers are responsible for testing the website. Okay. Testers. So in testing phase, okay, in testing phase, there are a lot of functionalities. Okay. So if you see Amazon.in, this is a logo button. So if I click, so for example, in computers, okay, let's say we are going to today's deals, okay, and I'm trying to buy a laptop. If I see, I went to the today's deals and then into the laptop. This is a product page. Remember these terms. This is a product page. Okay. I'm in product page. Okay. If I click on this, it will explain me about the product, the price, the discounts, everything. Okay. So this is the Amazon logo. Okay. Remember this terminology, logo. So when I click on logo, it will straight away bring me back onto the home page. Okay. Again, there is a link here. Okay. There is a link defined. There is a link defined here to wherever I am on the e-commerce website, it will bring me back to the home page. I'm on the product page. I'm trying to understand the HP laptop. So if I click on this, I'm back on the home page. Okay. So as a tester, the example which I gave you, okay, as a tester in a testing team, if you're performing testing on a web application, as a tester one, okay, he might be responsible to test the menu option, which is today's deals. Okay. So he is responsible. Okay. And another tester, okay, there is another tester who is responsible for this header options. These are called the header options, who is responsible to test all the functionalities in accounts and list. Okay. So he has to perform testing on accounts and list, which is sign in, create a wish list, baby wish list, discover your style. Okay. So every option here, if you click on your account, it will take you to another page. Okay. So that particular tester is responsible to test all these functionalities. Okay. And also, if you notice, this is the header. Okay. Whichever page you go, okay, the header is always common. The header, if I scroll down, this is the footer. This is all common. Every page will have this header and footer. Okay. So testing phase, it is really important for the testers. Okay. It is really important for the testers to test depending upon whichever responsibility is assigned by the team lead or the test manager. Okay. It is responsibility. If you are a tester, it is the if you're a tester, it is a team lead's responsibility to assign the work. Okay. Any more questions on testing phase? Okay. I'll move on to the next one. Okay. So deployment. So this is another phase in software development lifecycle. So what is deployment? What is really deployment? Okay. So let's say This is a development environment. This is test environment, and this is production environment, or in short they call it as prod. Okay, environment. Okay, so developer writes all his code in development environment. So remember this term. So once when the developer writes all his code, okay, and performs the unit testing, as I told you, unit testing is done by a developer. So he deploys the software, he deploys the code onto the test environment. Okay, test environment is the environment where the testers have to test the functionalities or the application functionalities. Okay, so we use a term called deployment. So once when testing is completed, finished, again the code, the tested code will be deployed onto production environment. Okay, this is the deployment phase. Okay, this is the deployment phase. Any questions on deployment?
Can you explain once again?
Yeah, so development environment, so the code and whatever development is there will be done in development environment. Okay, so you will have for example Flipkart dev website. Okay, and then Flipkart test environment. Okay, and then we have Flipkart production environment. Okay, you'll have these three websites. Okay, so the developer will be working on the Flipkart dev environment. Okay, and then the tester will be working on the Flipkart test environment. Okay, and we have the final live environment or the production environment, which you are able to see, which is this, the live environment. We call it as live environment. Okay, any questions on this?
No, got it.
Got it. Okay, so the now next phase is the last one, which is the maintenance phase. Okay, what is maintenance phase? Okay, after deploying the code, okay, after deploying the code onto the production environment, there might be many issues, or there might be issues of performance. Okay, or there might be something which is, for example, if you buy a car, okay, you bought a brand new car, you'll have maintenance issues. Okay, or you need to maintain. Okay, similarly the Flipkart or Amazon website will have maintenance. We need to do maintenance. Okay, I'll tell you one example. Okay, so if you see, Amazon and Flipkart are competitors in the market. Okay, if suppose this website is not up to the market standards or updated with latest new technologies or new concepts. Okay, so what happens is Flipkart can lose sales. Okay, so it might lose some sales. So in order to add new functionalities and in order to maintain this properly, so the in maintenance phase, they have to maintain this website. Okay, any live issues, okay, they will immediately fix. Okay, so maintenance and support team is always available. Okay, So in this phase, a lot of maintenance is done. So for example, if you enter the Flipkart website, it takes some time to load. Okay. It takes some time. It might be performance issues. Okay. So those kind of things. Yeah. Any questions in maintenance? If no questions, we will conclude today's session. And tomorrow, I will start with the software development lifecycle models. Okay. So there are various models in software development lifecycle. Today, I've explained you about all the phases. Okay. All the phases which are there in the software development lifecycle. Any questions, Anil, Pushpendra, Swarnalata?
No, as of now, no questions.
No questions, yeah? So we will...
No questions.
No questions, yeah?
Just a reminder, like tomorrow, can you share that the PDF, like the book first, and the second,
Yes.
Second thing means touch base with the support people, because I'm trying to contact, but nothing is working
Yes.
out for me. Yeah.
Okay, sure. So I
And
have
your WhatsApp, how you will be getting added to WhatsApp so that we can
Sure.
ask questions. Yeah.
Sure, Pushpendra. I'll do that. I have your things in the list, okay?
Sure.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. Have a nice day. Okay. Meet you
You
tomorrow.
too. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.